Went for you, but another great start for Patrick on the mound.
Yeah, Patrick was really good. Looked in control. We put up a run, I think, in the first 5 innings. So very good start to a game and a weekend series against just a good opponent, a program that we had got a lot of respect for. They were in this regional a couple years ago, and every year, they play a tough schedule out of the gate. So, the more they do it, the more comfortable they'll get with it. So that was big for us to get off to a good start.
You seem to have really dialed in and really be liking, Ethan in some big spots. He's been a pretty reliable arm for you early here.
Yes, as Jack Brown got off to a great start on the mound, you need freshmen. I mean, sometimes you need them in the lineup, but you need them to pitch because of a pitching staff. So they need to fall into some roles, and Eberly has been very good, and that's very encouraging. We got to get a couple other guys going. Where Ty started off a little slow. You got to see Kean's first outing today. There were some good things in there, and you just try to keep pouring into these young arms that, we need all of you, especially we have a 3-game series this week, but then you go into a 5-game week next week. So always encouraging to get those young, and they should get better the more we run them out there.
Talk about the competition at second base. You got Hot today. He came out and he's been hitting the ball a little bit hotter lately as well.
Yeah, I mean, you could say we have 5 starting infielders with the way, Nate's swinging it early. You could say 6. So with the DH, I thought we started the year with 5 starting outfielders and had a little rotation there before Eddie came out of the lineup. And so, yeah, Bayram is a really good hitter. Versatile defensively, can play basically all 4 infield spots, and so it's a little rotation, I guess, with him and Kamaya right now. They're kind of different skill sets, right, and players, but it's nice to have because it's a long season, and if someone has to come out of the lineup or they roll their ankle or anything like that, it's nice to know you got an extra outfielder or you have an extra infielder, so that's encouraging.
Does it make it hard to make the lineup every day when you kind of want to run a guy back out because he's hot, but you also need to get somebody in there and get some at-bats type of thing?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's hard. It just, you try to make good decisions, but, communicate with the kids, make sure they show up every day professional, ready to play. And a day like today, I get guys off the bench, where Taggart Tyson's been starting a lot in every other game, but hey, you got to run out there in the 7th today. To be professional, these guys have to show up every day. If you're in the starting lineup, great, but they should know if you're not in the starting lineup, I have to be ready. And we talk about being in the game, being focused, being ready, right? First game of the year, we got guys coming off the bench to help us win down in Texas. So they know I love playing them because they work hard and they're talented. So whether it's pitchers out of the bullpen or, the group of position players, so far it's been going pretty good. We just got to keep them going.
Kind of on a similar theme, Jack Brown got an at-bat tonight. Do you hesitate when you throw a pitcher out there in the batter's box?
Well, I've been, because of what happened to Forbes last year, I probably have slow played Jack Brown. I probably should have and could have hit him a week ago. He was so good on the mound, and I told him down in Texas, I could tell this first weekend, hey man, I'm not just going to give you an at-bat to give you an at-bat. But he is respected as a really good hitter, and as you look to the future and you see a 34-man roster, the value of, I think, and there's still a long year left, so Jack can get a lot of at-bats this year, but in the future, Jack's going to hit more and Taig's going to pitch more. I just think the value of the two-way guy is going to be crucial for us. So, yeah, right now Taig is a everyday hitter, and we'll run him back out there, and Jack's more of an everyday pitcher, but they're both super talented and able to do both.
What do you think about, not every inning was exactly perfect for Patrick today, but fun to watch him kind of work in and out of a little bit of trouble here and there, and just kind of, he mentioned, go through a little adversity and know he can kind of get through it and continue on.
I mean, I've said that because of the lack of not having a full year under his belt. Like, I was looking forward to this year. You always want him to pitch well and win, but you also realize it's part of being a starting pitcher, especially, you know, starting game one of a weekend series. You look at last weekend when the wheels fell off, and he kept his composure, and then he put up those zeros and let us get back in the game. So I think each week he runs out there, there's opportunities for him to grow and learn. And it was, I think they made him throw a bunch of pitches maybe there in the second, and they put runners on base and some 3-2 counts and 3-ball counts, but that's pitching, and you just got to learn from it. So it's good. He's a smart kid, and he realizes every time I run out there in every situation I'm in, it's an opportunity to learn. But he's still pitching well while he's learning, so that's always encouraging.
Great. Appreciate it. I mean, you're humming along. What's that, 39 strikeouts, I think, and like 21 innings? You're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, I am. I don't really chase the strikeouts. They kind of just come with filling up the zone and throwing strikes. So I'd like more of them. They're nice to have, but definitely I'm just chasing for zeros on the scoreboard for sure.
As the Friday night guy, I mean, you've got to think this is the perfect start to your season to start humming like this right away for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're 4-0 on Fridays, which is always the goal. I'd say I'm having a pretty good year so far. I definitely couldn't ask for better, but looking forward to starting up ACC play next week.
What's it been like going from being a bullpen arm to being the Friday night guy, and just in terms of like trying to take care of your arm as you kind of add more innings?
Yeah, it's a little different. It's nice having a routine to do every single week throughout the week to help recover. It was a little tough doing that out of the bullpen just because you never know when you're going to throw. But the approach on the mound isn't really any different. I'd say I'm still just trying to fill up the zone and land every single secondary pitch as well.
As the Friday night guy, it's always important to get that first win, to kind of get that momentum going. Does that add any extra pressure, or is that something that you enjoy?
No, I'd say I kind of just enjoy that. It doesn't really matter who's in the other dugout. I'd say the whole team kind of just tries to take the same approach no matter who it is.
Not everything's been super clean, but it's been kind of fun to, watch you work in and out of some trouble and just, know that not every inning is going to go exactly how you want it. But, what's the mindset? Is there any change when you get anybody on base, or just keep doing what you've been trying to do?
No, there's not really any change, I would say. It's nice just trying to fight through some adversity. I think that kind of shows your toughness in a way. But no, it definitely doesn't change once runners get on. I'm just trying to have the same approach.
Still a week away, but for you, it's your next time on the mound. ACC play, North Carolina coming in here. How big is that to have such a big series to start off league play?
Yeah, that's huge. It'll definitely be a big test for us. I'm looking forward to it. They're a great team, great offense, great pitching, so looking forward to it, and I think it'll be a good matchup for us.
Awesome.
In the middle.
Yeah, whoever. Big outing for you today. Series opening win. How are you feeling at the plate right now? I mean, it seems like you're putting nice contact on.
Ball's a beach ball right now, but I'm just trying to move the ball. The same thing. The approach is the same. Just trying to hand it to the next guy. That's it.
With the competition at second base, and not getting to run out there and be consistent necessarily every single day. What's the makeup when you come to the ballpark in terms of just how you try to stay locked in, whether you're playing that day or not?
Yeah, I really try to take pride in my warm-ups. I want to pretend like I'm playing every day, even if I'm not. So that kind of keeps me prepped and ready for whenever I do play. And even if I'm not playing, staying loose on the bench, maybe I'll get in, maybe I'll get a pinch hit at bat. You never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I have tons of faith in Kamayu, tons of faith in Edinger, and I know one of us is going to get the job done.
You look up and down this lineup, and right now, I mean, there's many guys that are hitting above 300 right now. What's this say about this team, whether they're starters or guys coming off the bench?
Yeah, we got a bunch of dudes, man. I've never seen a team, not just the starting nine, like the guys on the bench. They could be starting anywhere else, but we just got so many guys, and everyone's just confident in the next guy, and they're just going to hand it to the next guy and pass it on and just move the ball.
When you're talking about it looking like a beach ball right now,
yeah.
Are you looking for specific pitches when you're out there, or are you looking fastball only, or what are you seeing out there that's making it look so easy at this?
So for me, a big thing is finding the slot for a pitcher. So once I find that, and if I'm seeing it well today or any day, it's going to be a good day. So I'm just trying to stay on top of the ball, hit a low line drive, and I think that's the key to my success.
We see guys doing antics behind you like that. And one thing that we're hearing a lot from you guys, whether they're veterans or first-time guys, is how close this team seems to be. How would you define what it's like in in the locker room between you guys?
Fun. That's the biggest thing there. There's no tension. There's not like me and Kamayu, you know, we're switching out every day. We love each other, man. I want him to succeed as much as I want to succeed. So there's guys in the dugout that are just cheering everybody on, and we joke around too, just like everybody else. But when it's time to go, it's serious, and we hold each other accountable, and we find that super important when we're playing the game. The guys in the dugout, their energy is huge. We feed off that, and they're just so good at doing that. So it's big. We got great chemistry.
Being a transfer in, what has how has it been in terms of like what you expected versus, you know, what it's actually been like?
Oh, it's everything I've expected. I've learned so much here, some things I've never knew before, and I just think it's much more serious here. It's high level power forward baseball, and I'm just learning a lot, and I'm still learning, and I want to learn more, and I think the coaches are doing a great job, the players are doing a great job, everybody's learning. So that's the goal. Yeah.
Appreciate it, man.